Hi everyone, my name is Alma. Today we're going to be working with this beautiful yarn. It is Forever Fleece by Bernat. This is a 5 bulky yarn. It is 100% polyester, 385 yards. So we're going to use this yarn to make a beanie. You can make it a fitted beanie or a slouchy beanie depending on how many rows you work. So the things that you're going to be needing, obviously, is going to be the yarn. You're going to need a crochet hook, and I'm going to be using a K 6.5 millimeter hook. You can use it on its own, or I like using this. It's more ergonomic. It takes a minute to get used to it, but once you start using it, it is hard to use for me. It is hard to just crochet with the hook. And it comes with these little fittings depending on the size of hook that you use. So all you do is put one of them, the one that fits with your size of hook, you put it in here, you add this, you align it, and then I push it, and then I turn it, and that's it. And I use this to crochet. Let me move this out of the way. You're also gonna need a measuring tape to measure the circumference of the head and how long you want it. And you're also gonna need some scissors to cut your yarn when you're done, and a needle to weave in the ends. You can also use some markers if you like. I have these 2 little markers here. All these products are going to be linked in the description below if you like to know where to get that stuff. The basics are, whatever you start with, you have to, the next row you double, the next row you add the same amount as the beginning. So whatever number you have here, so if you have 10 at the beginning, you have to increase it by 10, increase it by 10, increase it by 10, increase it by 10, increase it by 10. So it's usually single numbers here, then you do double in each, then double in 1, double 1, 1, double 1, 1, 1, double 1, 1, 1, 1. You get the idea, right? Great. And then once you get the width of the very top of the head, like the top of the head, you get the width. Like I said, the head is right here. Once you get to here, then all you need to do is continue with the same number here. You don't have to increase anything. Then you go whatever, however long you want it. We're gonna work this beanie from the top down. So we're gonna use just basic stitches. We're gonna start with a magic loop. So you have your 3 fingers out, leave a little tail. You're gonna put your thumb there. You're gonna go around, like right here. You're gonna cross it, grab it with your pinky. Then you're gonna put your hook under this one, and then you're gonna grab the one you have on your pinky. Pull it, and then grab it with your finger in the hook, just like this. And just hold it tight, and just pull it. Don't close it all the way because this is where you're gonna put all your stitches. So, put your finger there. Make 1 chain. Go under. Grab a loop. Make a single crochet. Go under that one again. It's kind of hard, but it's gonna be worth it, no worries. It's gonna look like a real double crochet. Then you pull up a loop, and then yarn over, and then pull through both. So that's your first double crochet. Then you're gonna yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull to 2, and pull to 2. That's another double crochet. You're gonna do 12 of these all the way around. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull to 2, 2. Yarn over, pull a loop, go to 2, 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do this all the way around. I'm gonna close it a little bit and keep your finger there. So we're gonna do 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and start closing it. 11 and 12. And then on the very top of the first one, you're gonna grab both loops of the top chain and you're gonna do a slip stitch. And now you're gonna pull all the way nice and tight to close the magic loop. Row number 2. You're gonna pull it up some. You're gonna hold it with your finger nice and tight. You're gonna go under it, inside the stitch where you slip stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull to those 2, and then yarn over and pull to the last 2, and that gives you the first double crochet. And we're gonna do another one in the same place. Pull up a loop, and there you have it. And we're gonna do this all the way around, 2 on each of the prior double crochets. 1 and 2. See, 2, 2, and then I'm gonna do 2 on the next one. 2 double crochets. And we're gonna do this all the way around, and then we're gonna slip stitch at the top of this first one right here when we come back. The important thing with crochet is to make sure that you have the right amount of stitches that you need. Let's count. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24. So we have the 24. Now we're gonna slip stitch at the top of the first one that we made. This one and that one. So we slip stitch, and you're gonna do something that I also do, so you can even tell where I started. They all look the same. We're gonna do 1 slip stitch, which is moving us over 1 space, and here we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna start with pull your loop longer, hold on to it tight right here on the hook, turn here, go inside, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull to 2, and yarn over and pull to 2. That gives you that first double crochet. For the third row, we're gonna do 2 double crochets in one, and then 1 on the other one. 2, 1, 2, 1, all the way around. So we're gonna add 12 more double crochets. So 12, then increase it to 12 more, increasing it to 12 more. So I'm gonna have 36 when I'm done with this. So I do 2 here, and then on the next one is just 1. Then the next one is gonna be 2. And the next stitch is gonna be just 1. We all hold our hook and our yarn differently. Whatever works for you, however you wanna hold it, this is what works for me. And that's how I do it. Some people crochet like this, which is very difficult for me. This works much better for me. But however you want to hold your hook and your yarn, as long as you get the job done, right? And now we should have 36 stitches. So let's do the same thing. We're gonna slip stitch at the very top of the first double crochet. Next one, we're gonna do the same thing. Now we need to increase again by another 12. So since this row was 2 and 1, now we're gonna do 2 on the first one, and then 1 on the next one, and 1 on the next one. 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 all the way around until we finish. So we're gonna do one slip stitch and we're gonna move it over one space. Now we do that under, inside the chain, pull up a loop, pull up 2 and 2, and there you have it. And in the same one we're gonna do another one. We're gonna do 2, remember 2 1 1, so there's 2. On the next one is gonna be 1, and the next one is gonna be 1. So 2 1 1. The next one is gonna be 2 again. 2 1 on the next one and 1 on the next one. And that's what we're gonna do all the way around. Two, 1 1. And now we slip stitch again on the top of the first double crochet. And we slip stitch. Now we're gonna add another 12, and I think that will be, then that's a good size to keep it at. And then from there you're just gonna continue with the same amount of stitches, and it just starts getting bigger and bigger. I have a little one I made here to show you. When it gets to a certain size, then you just start coming down just the same amount of stitches until you make it as long as you want. And then from there, we work out the brim. Or if you don't want a brim, you can just make it long enough, or you can just fold it like this. And that's all there is to it. The bigger you make this base, the slouchier the beanie will be. Let's continue. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer as soon as possible. We did 2 and then 1 1. This next row is gonna be 2 on the first one and then 1 1 1. That's gonna increase this whole row by 12. I'm gonna do 1 slip stitch. Then we're gonna do the same thing. Make the loop longer, go under, go inside the same one, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And then we have the first double crochet. And we're gonna do another one in the same space. We're gonna do 2 on the first one, 1 on the next one, 1 on the next one, and 1 on the next one. So we have 2 1 1 1, and we're gonna do this all the way around. Okay, we are back. I'm at the very end, and I gotta do one more in here. And now we're gonna slip stitch again at the very top of this one. For the next row, we're gonna do no increases. It's just gonna be this 1 double crochet on each, or move over 1 by slip stitching to 1. And we do the same thing at the beginning. Turn over, go inside, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2. And I have my first double crochet, but I'm not gonna do double on this one. It's all 1 on each. So I have 1 there. It's just 1 on each. We are back, and we did 1 single crochet all the way around. And now we're gonna slip stitch on the first double crochet. It's right there. And we slip stitch. We're gonna start doing the same amount of stitches all the way around again, and it's gonna start going up and up and up. Continue doing the same thing for at least 6 rows. And I will meet you back here. Okay, so we're back now. And I wanted to measure the top so you guys could see from all the increases that we did. For mine, came out to be 6 inches. The 6 inches is where I did all the increases from row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from there, I just went straight with the same amount of stitches. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. So this is ready. And look, there's no lines or anything. It all looks the same. That's why I love doing the beginning of each row the same, the way I do. You see that? It all looks the same. So now we're gonna start working the brim. And I'm gonna do mine 8 stitches wide. So from here, we're going to just chain 8 plus 1, so it's 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and one more, 9. And we're gonna be going back and forth here only on the back loops, like this. We're not gonna do anything with this one. We're gonna go from the second one from the hook. So this 1, 2, we're gonna do a single crochet. All of the ones we're gonna be working out are gonna be single crochets on the back loop only, like this. And you have to make sure you count, because it can easily, the number of these ones can easily change on the brim and it's not gonna look nice. So make sure that you're counting your stitches every row. So I have 2 back loop only. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oops, 7 and 8 right here. So we're back at the beginning. We're going to do a couple of stitches here. So we're going to do, this is the one we're working on. So we're gonna do 1 slip stitch, 2 slip stitch, and we're gonna turn it and we're gonna come back. So I have to put my stitch on this one, the back loop of this one. So I'm not gonna count those 2 that I did, those 2 slip stitches I did, they're right here, 1, 2. We're not gonna count those. We're gonna go back doing the brim on the back loop only. So we do 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 3, 4, 5, back loop only, 6, 7, and 8. It's right there. And then when we're on this side of the brim, we're gonna chain 1, turn our work, and we go back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we do the same thing here. We do 1 to move up so we can come back, and then 2. Turn our work. And see, starting to look like a brim. And we're gonna do the same thing all the way around. If you need to rewind it and go back and look again so you know how we did this, just go ahead and do that and see this is how it's gonna look, all pretty. So I finished all the way here. Now we need to put it together, and for that we're gonna put it inside out. Let's put it inside out. And we're gonna grab our hook and we're gonna pass the hook through the other side, which is right here on this one. right here. We're gonna grab this loop and gonna put it through, and what we are going to do, we're gonna start with the next one. We're gonna go to the next stitch here, the next loop, and then we're gonna use from this side, we're gonna use this one, the back loop. So I'm going to go to the back loop. I'm gonna do a slip stitch, just like that. We go to the next one here, and then we're gonna go to the next one here, the back loop, this one right here. And we do a slip stitch. Then we do the next one, this one right here, and then we do the back loop right there. We did this one already, see? Now we gotta do this one. So you go in the middle and then get the back one and do a slip stitch. Then the next one right here, and we take the back loop right there and we do a slip stitch. The next one is this one, and then the next one is this one, and we do a slip stitch, and we do this one right here, and this is, it has the V right here, that's the stitch right there. We take the back loop. So how many do we have already? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we just got one more. We need to do one more, which is this one right here. And then it's hard to see, but it's right there. That one right there. That's closed. See? It's closed. And this is the right side. It's right there. Right here. We're gonna cut this yarn. We're gonna pull it through. Get it nice and tight. And we're gonna weave the ends. Get your needle. And we're gonna just go, we can go back and forth. Just go through there. That's it. And you cut your yarn. And that's done. Can't see anything. And now we do the same thing here. And we're gonna go, since it's going around this way, we're gonna continue it. Put it in here. Now we're gonna go back. Just find a way of putting your needle through there. And then that's it. We cut this yarn, this end too. And that's it. We put it back the right way. And we take these off, these markers. And subscribe, and it's all done. Look how beautiful. It's nice, very soft, and it's nice and stretchy. And if you guys have any questions, please write them in the comments below and I will make sure to answer them. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and click the notifications button also. So when I upload another video, you can be notified right away. Thank you for watching. Bye.